In the year 2000, I'd been traveling in the tropics, and I picked up this tropical bacteria. It lay dormant in my body, in my heart actually, unbeknownst to me. And by the time they realized and we realized what it was almost too late, and I had to be rushed in for emergency open heart surgery. I didn't know how sick I was. I didn't understand at the time that I was actually very sick. And I'd been on literally life support, and the operation had been a 7-hour operation. And I came round and I looked to my left, and I still had this creepy crawly, the ventilator in my mouth. I had tubes and wires coming all out of me. I couldn't talk. And I looked to my left and I saw this 80-something-year-old man lying there, and he'd also had a heart operation. And I looked at him and I just thought, why me? And I felt so sorry for myself. And then I looked over to my right, and on my right was this little 2-month-old baby. And this baby had already had its first heart op. And it was lying there with the same ventilator, creepy crawly in its mouth, all these tubes and wires coming out of its body. And it just whacked me like, I went from feeling so sorry for myself to literally going, I am so lucky. I realized that I was lucky that I got to 30 years old and that I was possibly going to live. And this baby had a whole life to face of hardship. And I just realized that I needed to help these people, and it was just something that I had to do. And I just felt that life would be good and okay again the more I help people. You've got to find these kids a passion. I had this passion that got me out. And all I wanted to do was get out and survive and thrive. And these kids, they got nothing. And that's where this little Optimist came in. And it's such an amazing little vehicle and metaphor, because it's a tiny little boat. And it's got a huge heart, but it's like this little believer that believes it can do anything, but no one believes it can, because it's so small and it's a children's boat and it shouldn't go in the open ocean. An adult shouldn't be able to sail it. And I'm sort of going to prove everyone wrong and show kids that they too, like the little Optimist, they too, if they have a passion and a belief, they can recover. And that's what I'm using sailing as the tool here to teach them a passion, get them onto these little Optimists, and then as well teach them a skill. And once they learn and they find this passion, they'll want to do more of it. It'll keep them out of hospital. It'll get them out of hospital. It'll keep them out of hospital. And that's where this whole concept comes from. I'm going to take this little boat and I'm going to sail in the open sea, all the way from Cape Hunklip, across the shark-infested waters of False Bay, round Cape Point, the Cape of Storms, and up the west coast to Longabon Lagoon. It's 200 kilometers. In the open ocean, and I'm raising 200,000 Rand for the Children's Hospital Trust, and it's all in lieu of the 200 days that I spend in hospital fighting this bacteria. So I'm trying to teach the message that, like the little Optimist, they must never give up. They must always have a hope and optimism, like an optimist. And they don't have to get there the fastest, they don't have to be the biggest and the quickest, but they must never give up hope. And they will get there, and they will reach their dreams and become what they want to do, what they want to be, if they really, really believe in it.